Alright, so today we've got some Duelyst. Gonna do a little Gauntlet run here. Gonna stream this, and I'm gonna record it for YouTube as well. I've saved some time here and gone ahead and done the draft before getting on stream. So we're Lilithe, and we've got all this Abyssian stuff. I think it's a pretty okay draft, but I guess we'll find out soon. I don't really have any really amazing win conditions other than the Führer Chakram, but it seems like a pretty straightforward deck anyway. I should be able to control the early and mid game really well, which sometimes is all you need. We'll go ahead and enter the queue here. But yeah, the only big thing that I have is Pado, which is kind of random, since you can drop it on the field, and then you can teleport things all over the board, but it's, you don't know where it's going to go, so it might just kind of screw you over. Certain amount of luck is involved in a lot of cards in this game, actually. We'll see if the wait times want to be nice to us today. I'm just going to basically stay on stream or on video until either I lose 3 times or I get the 12 wins, which is the maximum for Gauntlet. I'm going to be trying out some new games soon. I might give Artifact a try. I hear that there are some interesting CCGs out there, although this seems to, despite the fact that it's almost a dead game, it seems to be one of the most polished in terms of tactical, the combination of the tactical board and a CCG. Alright, here we go. Let's take away these heavy drops. As good as Bone Reaper is, we don't really need it just yet. We'll get rid of the Mantella. Open up with Crawler. We don't really have any ways of taking advantage of Shadow Creep in this deck, so we can throw him away if I want to. Alright, I'm going to replace out the Diamond Golem. Good, we've gotten something that deals with this Veil Hunter, so let's do that. It's one of the things I love about playing Abyssian and Gauntlet, is that you get a lot of neat little ways of dealing with small ranged enemies. Alright, I don't care if he kills the Crawler, and I would like to deny him this Mana Spring tile, so let's throw Gore here. Nice, we got our super win condition here. So we'll just hold on to this and see if we can't get a nice big board. Hailstone Golem, alright. Do I want to blow a Dark Transformation on that? Maybe. I'd have to take this Mana Spring and then cast it. I think that's the only option that really makes sense here. I could replace something out. Yeah, we'll replace out the Fizzling Mystic. Okay, Inkling Surge will be good for next turn, but let's go ahead and take this guy off the field. I may come to regret that since I only have the 1 DT, if I remember correctly. However, we just drew into Necrotic Sphere, which should let me clear out at least one more really strong thing. Ooh, the high hand. I've seen people talking badly about this card, but it's not bad. It's you know, pretty good value in Gauntlet anyway. It's not so good in Constructed. We don't really have an answer to this turn. We're probably going to have to eat 7 damage. Unless I were to replace into like a Demonic Lure, which I think we're going to try to do. Nope. No dice. We could take it down to 5 hit points with the Dancing Blades, but that doesn't really help. I think instead what we do is we use our BBS. We'll go ahead and do an Inkling Surge here and get a card out of the mix. Alright, we got Koi. We'll go ahead and put Maw on the table. And then we'll put Koi up here. And we'll see what he chooses to do about this. I suspect he'll just stun it. Got a nice fat board though. So as long as a decent amount of stuff survives, it might be time to use the Chakram. Not sure. He must just be thinking about what to do here. Looks like he's messing with his BBS. Yep, I think he's going to do exactly what I thought. Then he swings on the Wraithling, he'll move the high hand over, and he'll attack my general. Which is pretty painful. Duelyst. Alright, this isn't half bad actually. We can go ahead and Chakram. And we'll just swing on his general. Take out the high hand. Now this isn't lethal by any means, but it is really good. We'll go ahead and swing, get the damage out of the way. Make a couple of these guys. Chakram is insane on Lilith because it makes my BBS into a win con, basically. Suddenly I get 3-1 Wraithlings with Frenzy. Seems like he's going to swing on the Koi with Duelyst, or maybe not. Flame Wing. You know, I think I've made a mistake. I should have gone forward. Because he could establish ranged up here or something. But instead it seems like he's establishing flying. So right now, if I were to pass turn, he could take down at least 2 of my Chakram pips here. Not so good. can't really use the Dancing Blades yet. Let's replace out this Golem. Now we got a Bright Moss Golem, that's better. Even if he takes down the Chakram, I still got a pretty good situation here with him at 10 hit points. But yeah, I really do want to be close to him because I want to be able to use Necrotic Sphere on all the crap here, and unfortunately that only happens around my general. Let's see, do we want the Bright Moss Golem, or do we want Wings of Paradise? I think we want the Bright Moss Golem. We really want to pressure him. I have a feeling he's going to drop a Blood Tier Alchemist or something, in addition to hitting me with these two dudes. But that's fine. We'll use Sphere next turn if that happens, and we'll just roll with not having the Chakram anymore. Given the time he's taking on his turn, though, I suspect he may not have a good answer. He's got 4 in hand, just like me, and 8 mana, so he could have tons of stuff. Lots of good options, hopefully not. Okay, he's going straight for my face, just like I thought. And he's going to summon around me. This couldn't be better for me, because I'm going to Necrotic Sphere this stuff. Okay. EMP takes out my Chakram. Fine. Although it also means his tombstone doesn't have what do you call it? Provoke anymore. Okay. I kind of like this hand. I think I'm going to stick with it. Well, no. I'm going to get rid of the Razor Crag Golem. Okay, I actually like this more. Alright, we're going to Necrotic Sphere. Completely wiping his board except for the Tombstone. Very, very bad for him. We'll go ahead and trade this Wraithling for a point of damage. We'll move forward. Because I was hoping my Wraithlings would spawn in front of me, not behind. And the Bright Moss Golem, unfortunately, is stunned, so we're going to have to wait on that. Alright, we just found our endgame. We got Pado. This is a lifesaver, potentially. Unfortunately, he's got this Golem locked down. That's the interesting thing about Alina, is that he can keep, is that a woman? Can't even tell. I'm gonna assume it's a guy. He can keep one particular guy locked down, so you have to have multiple big threats. Of course, Lilith's BBS seems to be strictly better, you know, in Gauntlet at least, because, you know, you get multiple guys as the game progresses. And he cannot keep them all locked down with the stun. Alright, do we want to go ahead and use Pado? Maybe. This Groovy Lion has made it so his general has force field until I take that out. We don't really have a good answer to that. We can't take it off the field immediately. I am tempted to just Death Blight, which will make it almost dead, and not tip my hand with the Pado yet. Can't really do anything about it in terms of getting it off the field right now. Let's do that. And we'll just play it close to the vest. I'm going to back off now. We have enough stuff on the field. Inkhorn Gaze is good. That'll let me take him out if he runs away. Fizzling Mystic. Alright, he's taken out the Death Blighter, not a big deal. He ran away with the Groove Lion, just like I thought. I'm calling it a Groovy Lion, it's a Grove Lion, obviously. Just kind of funny. Sapphire Seer. He's summoning a lot of small things. Alright, I think we're gonna open up with Inkhorn Gaze. I'm not replacing out because I'm actually pretty happy with my hand. Well, now I'm not. Let's get rid of this little guy. We're going to throw Dancing Blades here. Fizzling Mystic is gone, off the board. We will take one little step forward here and use the BBS. Surprisingly, we still have some really nice answers in hand. We just got Demonic Lure, which will let me deal with a lot of the stuff that he could possibly do. Pado, of course, you know, that's the big surprise. Bone Reaper will let me hold him in place. I mean, he's pretty much lost. I can't think of a way that he could turn this around without really, really, really good cards. They gave me the well played. He's conceding. Okay. Alright, well that's one win. Okay. We're on the right side, so we're going to have 3 mana, 4 if we grab the Wellspring. I think we can get rid of the BTA because we have Inkhorn Gaze. And I'm gonna, well, actually, with Wraithling's form, we can take 2 of them. So let's get rid of the Gloom guy. Alright, this is pretty good. Okay, we'll replace out Death Blighter here. Not going to need that just yet. I probably should have held on to it, but that's okay. Wraithling Swarm. We have 2 mana. We'll go ahead and cast the Metallurgist here. Not too concerned about losing him. Although, well now I am because I just drew into a Golem. But that's okay. He does reduce the cost of a Golem. Doesn't really matter though at this point. Ooh, Thunderhorn, huh? That's a little ugly. Change of plans. I think we're going to have to Inkhorn Gaze him. Alright. I have to keep these guys disconnected, and I don't think they count as connected if it's only him linking them. Yeah. They have to be next to each other. And then he'll do damage to all of them. I'll Inkhorn Gaze him. Down he goes. Oh, rock. Okay. Let's just swing and then pop the rock out here and then into turn. Okay. This is a little unfortunate because he could buff this thing next turn and do like 16 damage to me or more. So what do we want to do about this? We could Ephemeral Shroud, that would be okay. But I kind of want to save that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to throw out the Razorcrag Golem. And he'll have to either walk this way and hit me, which means that he won't be able to do double damage to me with the celerity. Oh, well, okay. Oh, this is obnoxious. See, he can take that up to 11 damage next turn if he has Divine Bond. I might DT this thing. Also, I pretty much want to hide behind this rock, because I know he doesn't want to get next to it. Yeah, let's go ahead and DT this. Oh, nice. We got the Prismatic Illusionist. We can start building a huge army. Hallowed Ground A. That's fine. Illusionist goes all the way over here. Then we throw down the Shadow Spawn. Then we will give him a nice little surprise by dispelling not just the Purgatos, but also the Hallowed Ground square. Alright, I'm gonna just pass turn here. We're getting kind of low on hand, which is unfortunate. You'll notice I haven't been replacing things because I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. We got a nice surprise 5 damage from Shadow Reflection. We've got Wings of Paradise, which is another 5 damage if I can get it on the board and have it survive for a turn. Now we've got a Demonic Lure. which potentially will let me deal with almost any threat, although I probably should be replacing just because I want to find my chakram. Oh no, he's going to do something to my illusionist. Yeah. He lucent beams it to death. That is a shame. Alright, let's throw the bird on the board. Actually, I should have replaced out first. That's fine. He oopsed me. That's cute. Alright, we're gonna throw this golem here. He might be oopsing because the Crestfallen doesn't have provoke unless he's next to it. Okay, this isn't terrible. We can at least get a little bit of card advantage with the Mantella. We really badly need cards. I didn't draft a lot or really any draw cards, so that would be a weakness of this deck. Windcliff Protector, okay. We can get a solid 10 damage on him next turn with Wings of Paradise. Not enough to finish him off, though. He's just kind of picking my Wraithlings off right now with Pergatos and then healing it. Wow, he went for face with his general. He must be... He's trying to speed things along. Interesting. Yeah, we're actually going to replace out the Mantella to get the bonus attack on the Wings of Paradise. We are rewarded with Deathblighter. That's interesting. I don't know if there's any good way I can use this. I guess I could use it to kill the Pergatos. Well, let's go ahead and Shadow Reflect. We don't quite have lethal, but we do have close to lethal. I could swing with my general on the Windcliff Protector, and then I could Deathblight to finish it. And then I could swing with my general, not with my general, but with the Wraithling. Alternately, we could Deathblight this dude and swing with both Wraithlings, but I think we want to take out the Provoke, so let's do that. And swing with the Golem as well, of course. Taking him down to 3. This is a good find. Lionar has a lot of Provoke. Okay, we're gonna kill that next turn with the Grove Keeper. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, he's done. He's putting all his eggs in this basket. He's got no mana. It's over. Pretty lucky, to be honest, that I top-decked this Grove Keeper, and then he cast a Provoke, but that would be why I drafted it. Okay, 2 wins. Nice fast queues today. Do we want to keep Pato? Kinda. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this hand. Because we can at least cast the Koi first thing. Well, actually, no, this was a bad hand to keep. I messed up. That's a battle pet, so I can't get the Crag Golem next turn. I think we're going to need to replace out the Pato. Whoops. Alright. Mistakes were made. Actually, I should have cast him right here in case he didn't take this spring tile. Because then we would have at least gotten the 4 mana that I need to cast this golem. Bloodbound Mentor, that's not great for me. Well, at least we got a free swing. Okay, I think I'm gonna replace out the golem. We got nothing. I suppose I could go ahead, just so the turn's not wasted, I could lure this thing back here and then swing on it. I'm actually tempted to... Jeez, I wish we had 4 mana. Let's take him here. This way the tile is wasted. He can't get it. We'll swing him down to 1 hit point. He'll probably swing on the Koi with it next turn, or run it away. That's not so good. However, he's placed it in a little bit of a silly place. I can just walk away from this. Kind of go into a corner up here. Or up here. Can now move and attack. I think that only lasts for a turn, and I think that it counts as exhausted. So he just wasted a spell. Which is good for me, because he has the upper hand right now, sort of. I'm gonna get rid of Inkhorn Gaze. Alright, that's not bad. I could DT this. And honestly, it's probably the right thing to do, because if he's going to get 3 dervishes in any of these tiles, these squares here. And if 2 of them go here, which is fairly likely, he can just move up and swing on the Metallurgist that I'd like to summon so that I can get Diamond Golem sooner than later. I think we have to DT this, unfortunately, is the long story short. A little bit of a waste. Well, we definitely want to BBS. He's got this thing on the field now, which is unfortunate. The real question is, do I want to get rid of the golem or not? I think it's time. I think we have to get aggressive. Outside of this metallurgist. Put this here. We'll go ahead and cast our BBS. And then next turn I have some good options. I'm hoping he casts something with Provoke so I can get some value out of this Grove Keeper. That's the downside to the Grove Keeper. Well, this board position doesn't look so great for me. However, well, yeah, I can take out the White Widow at great cost. I could swing with the Metallurgist on the Mystic. We could send the Wraithling down, swing on the Widow, and I could pop on over with my General and swing. Man, this is rough though. Alternately, we could just put the Diamond Golem on the board, which would be pretty good. I think we need to clear his board, unfortunately. Let's get rid of the Razor Crag. Necrotic Sphere, that's a good find. Yeah, Scion's Second Wish, not so great. Not so great for me, that is. We may lose this. He's going to go straight for my face. He's going to take off the Chakram, leaving me with an extremely weak board. We can clear his Flame Wing off the board next turn. That's a plus, and we can clear the Obelisk too. But we're left with very little hit points. Extremely dangerous position. I keep wanting to replace out this Grove Keeper, but I just know it stands a chance of saving me, so we're gonna keep it. We're gonna Necrotic Sphere, and we're gonna back off. We'll put the Metallurgist here. I should have probably thought a little more about finding a way to move a Wraithling here, but I don't think it was possible, because my Wraithlings that already existed were replaced with new ones. This is interesting. Yeah, that is lethal. I actually wasn't aware that Lost in the Desert could damage generals. Well, that was really well played on his part. That was a good game. Unfortunately, it was a game that I lost. Alright. Up against another Xerix, it's Prostobot. I pretty much always lose against Prostobots, so we'll give this a shot, but it's maybe a foregone conclusion. He's got the luck of the luck of the elves on his side or whatever. He seems to always have the answer. Put the Gloom Chaser here. This is a pretty good hand. I think we'll stick with it. Sorry about my clicky clacky keyboard there. Someone's messaging me about the stream. Okay. He casts Skippy. Not really much I can do. I guess I could dispel that if I felt like it. I'm not sure if it's really worth it. Because it could just not give him anything valuable. Well, let's cast Koi here to steal this mana. We could have thrown out Razorcrack Golem. But actually, you know what? I do want to dispel this. We're going to pass turn so that I can have some stuff on the board. Yes, he's got some board advantage. We could take out the Skippy with Fizzling Mystic. But it's not really necessary. I mean, I can just let that stuff come forward and I can face tank it, I guess. What I'd really like to do is get this Razorcrack Golem out. Okay, this isn't so bad. We can clear the Mystic off the table with Maw. But he's got this Obelisk. So I'm more inclined to use my own Mystic and then just back away from that. Also, later if I want to, I can lure this far away. Alright, so let's back off into this corner. Oh good, we've got Chakram. Not really enough board to make really good use of it, but we do have Chakram. Incineroar. Now that's an odd card. I mean, it's good value, I guess. 5/6 for 5. It's not terrible, but it's not a card I see people play often in draft or otherwise. Pretty interesting. If I were to use Fura Chakram, I could swing with the Mystic. We could kill the Dervish, damage Xerix for 5, and we could damage Incineroar for 5. But we couldn't take her out, and we don't have the mana to take her out. So it may just not quite be time to use that. I think it is, though. Because we can at least put out some Shadow Spawn. Alright, we'll swing on the 2 damage, not the 5, so we don't just lose the, our buddy here. Nice, we got Wraithlings in advantageous positions. Well, that's unfortunate. He got the best possible Wind Dervish position on this. Starfire Scarab. This is okay. We've got the lure. we could also just drop Pado right here and enjoy the ensuing chaos, but I think I'd like to take the safer route. Why don't we get rid of Reflection, Shadow Reflection? Okay, I was hoping to get something else I could cast this turn, but that's okay. Take this thing off. This Obelisk is proving to be pretty annoying, because I don't even want to step forward. This is okay, though. What we're going to do is we're going to drop Pado. We're going to drop Pado next to his general and hope that his general gets kind of flung in this direction. At the very least, we'll get some style points for that. That's kind of funny. He readered his own Dervish, so now I have to remember he's got a 2/2. He's got a 2/2 with Rush in his hand, which I think costs 0. Alright, decisions. We could go ahead and drop the Death Blighter here, which would let me clear out both of these guys, and it would let me kill the Windstorm Obelisk. And we could save Pado for the next turn. Or we could just go ahead and dump Pado onto the field and hope for the best. Boy, this is a decision point here. I'm doing it. Alright, that didn't work out at all, really. Well, kinda. We can clear out these things, at least. Perfect positioning on these Wraithlings. Let's replace out the Alchemist. I don't think we're going to need that. Man, he's going to be able to kill Pado easily. Didn't quite work out for me. But as long as we still have the Chakram, there's hope. This is quite a turn happening right now. Not only did he clear my Chakram out, he's completely cleared my board. This is what I'm saying with Prostobot. He's just too good. I don't know how he does it, but it's like he always has all the answers. We'll Inkhorn Gaze this thing. We'll move forward. We'll Death Blight all this crap. I guess I should use my BBS. And I'll swing, why not? Not sure if I should have replaced out Dex, probably not. Because now I can have a big fat turn. 6, 7, 8, and then 9 for the BBS. Not bad. Oh my god. Outrageous. He's only got one in hand now. Alright, let's open up with Inkling Surge so we can get the card and see what it is. Prismatic Illusionist, not bad. However, we really need the Bone Reaper on the table because then we can clear out the alpha here without taking any damage. Alright. I will go ahead and throw Dex on the table. I'm not sure if I want to replace out the Illusionist. We're at the point where having extra bodies on the board is nice, but what I really need is a nice big finisher. But I'm not sure if there's anything in the deck that can really help. We're going to replace it out. Wraithling Swarm, okay. Do I want to back out or do I want to swing? Let's just swing, I think. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, we'll swing. Tiger goes down. Unfortunately, the dervishes do not because of the hit point bonus from the obelisk over here. Okay, we got another dervish. He's going ham on the Reaper. Wow, he... Honestly, if Prostobot drafts this many obelisks, I'm starting to wonder if they're actually decent cards. I always avoid it. But he's drafted at least 3. Yeah, there's the ranged. Unfortunately, my Dex is being incredibly stupid and not going for the general's face. Oh, dude, do we have lethal? I think we might have lethal. This might be my first win against Prostobot. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we have lethal. Amazing. This guy beats me all the time. I'm actually a little shocked, but we top decked. We top decked exactly what we needed to finish that game. His deck wasn't the best though. I think his amazing luck failed him for once. The obelisks might not have been a choice that he made. You know, out of a true desire to make that choice, but more just bad circumstances. The best of limited options, so to speak. Alright, now we're up against a guy that I don't recognize. Don't need the Death Blinder just yet. We'll keep the Metallurgist. That means we'll be able to cast Razor Crack for cheaper. And I think I want to keep the Grove Keeper. On the other hand, this is the Songhai Girl with the BBS that makes ranged attacks. So, well, that just tells me I want to keep the lure. I guess it doesn't really tell me if she's going to have Provoke or Frenzy. Anybody can get a Primus Shieldmaster, you know. Oh, this is good. I can get a Wraithling Swarm and then a Metallurgist at the same turn. Chakri Avatar. I gotta be careful with that because he can get big real fast. Alright, we rob him of his Mana Spring. Do we want to blow the lure on the Avatar? I'm thinking no. Instead, we'll go ahead and cast Metallurgist. And you know what? I am going to replace out the Grove Keeper, which I should have done at the beginning of the turn. And look at this. I get my Grove Keeper right back as soon as I pass turn. Really, I think the only time that it's... I mean, unless you have a really good hand already, you should probably replace him out near the beginning, I'm thinking. Unless you're up against Lionar, which would be the only time you want to keep him 24/7, you know, regardless of anything else. Just because they have so much Provoke. Okay. So I was hoping he wouldn't have excess range just in his hand. On the plus side, he hasn't buffed the avatar, so we can just swing and kill that. Actually, we're about to have a really good turn. We will swing here. We will throw out the Crag Golem here, getting the extra mana. And then we'll lure this thing over here and swing on it. And again, we'll replace out the Grove Keeper. Which I should have done at the beginning. It's something I always forget to do. Excuse my finger cracking here. Knuckle cracking, I guess you would call it. Another bad habit. Got a good little hand here. We can do 4 damage to something outright, as long as I can get up next to it to summon the Maw. Alright. Well, Razorcrag's still on the field, but can't really reach them now. I think we'll save the Inkhorn Gaze, and the Maw, in fact, because he's kind of let me have this Heartseeker. So we'll just throw out the big golem here, and we'll make a couple of Wraithlings. Okay, Albie Sage is good if he can build it up, but we're not going to let him do that. I think it's about time to trade the Metallurgist. We'll still have a good amount of beef on the field with this golem. I suppose I could have swung with the general instead, but it's fine. Let's throw Wings of Paradise on the board. We're just going to try to surround him so he can't summon anything. His BBS is available, but he's going to have a real hard time keeping it alive with this Wings of Paradise on the board. Okay. This is good. What's good for him, he's trading Inner Focus for whatever card he got to draw from the back of Zori moving, and he took out a Wraith. Or a Wraithling. Let's replace out the Ephemeral Shroud. We'll move this up here. Do we want to swing on the General? Do we want to take out the Bakazori? I think we want to take out the Bakazori. I think I'm going to Inkhorn Gaze because I want to have something else in my hand. Oh, that's good. This will kind of almost force him to move off to the left, and that'll put him in a corner, and there will be less squares that I need to cover to keep him contained. We're going to end turn because I don't want to cast this Future Shaker because he's kind of bad. And I don't want to cast them all because I want to save it to take out more stuff. We've essentially neutralized his BBS because he can't really get it away from me. So I can just kind of punch it in the face and then it dies. Nice. Rock doing some work here. We may have lethal. Let's see. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost. Actually, yeah, we have lethal. Because of the fizzling guy. Right? Yeah, we got it. Four wins, one loss. Not bad. Interesting starting hand. But nothing I can cast except for this Inkling Surge, which we would rather not waste. Since it would give me no card draw. I think I'd rather just wait. This is okay. Next turn we'll cast Illusionist. Maybe. We'll probably cast Wings of Paradise. Oh, he's got an Illusionist. He's starting out strong. What to do here? If I stick an Illusionist here, he'll just kill it, and all I would be able to cast anyway is Inkling Surge. I think the smart play here is to accept a slightly slower start and just throw the Wings of Paradise back here and move it in and kill his Illusionist next turn. And I'll just move my dude up to try to contest these mana springs a little bit. Well, he's managed to kill the wings. Unfortunate. We don't really have a way to kill the Illusionist. We could pop out the Fizzling Mystic, and we could Inkhorn Gaze for that's 4 damage. That's enough, but we don't have enough mana to pull that off. So I think what we're going to do is Throw out Illusionist. Use Shadow Spawn. We'll just have a little illusion off, I guess. Get rid of Necrotic Sphere. Alright, he uses BBS to take out my Illusionist. This is cool though because we have a good solution. Kill the Illusionist, Dancing Blades here, and now it's dead. He's gotten a good amount of value out of that though. I think under the circumstances we can get rid of Razorcrag Golem. He's going to get a lot of card advantage if I let this thing live. So we probably need to put some effort into getting rid of it. This is interesting. One second. Just 1 second. All right. So I'm having a little heated discussion on the side here. I should probably focus on the stream, though. Let's see. Let's get rid of this Mantella. Let's throw the Golem here. We have 2 mana left. What I'd really like to do is use this Inkling Surge, finally. So we'll put some Wraithlings on the board, and we'll get a card out of this. Primus Shieldmaster. Now I want that Grove Lion. Or not Grove Lion, Grove Master. Whatever that 3/4 is that destroys provoke stuff. Would be really nice to have right now. Interesting. Well, we don't want to use Necrotic Sphere, because if we do, it kills my Diamond Golem as well. We could Shadow Reflect on the golem and get 10 damage. And that would clear the Shield Master off the board, although it would also put the Diamond Golem pretty close to death. And we don't have enough mana to throw the Bone Reaper on as well. We could Ephemeral Shroud, which would clear off the Killing Edge, or whatever that's called. I think we're gonna do that, actually. And we are gonna Shadow Reflect. Actually, hold on. We could Shadow Reflect Dex. That'd be kind of funny. No, I think we're gonna do it. Well, let's throw Dex on the board. Running out of time here, we're roping. We're gonna use it on the Golem, and we're gonna cast Koi here, and we'll pass turn. Got a nice big 10 damage on him. That's all right with me. And we got the Grove Keeper, although since I dispelled off the Shield Master, I can't actually use it to kill it. A Crane. That's beefy. Wow, he's got another Killing Edge. I've noticed people like to play Songhai in Gauntlet and then just stack as many Killing Edges as possible, and it's a pretty smart thing to do because it works. So he conceded anyway. I had too much board. Five wins, one loss. All right. Okay, he's on left side, I'm on right side. So we actually want to keep the Swarm. I think we'll get rid of Gloom Chaser and this Golem. Probably should have kept the Golem, come to think of it, but this is okay. Alright, he had an empty turn. Interesting. We're going to keep the Golem, this big guy, and we're going to put Wraithlings here. And we're going to cast Inkling Surge and see what we get. We got Metallurgist. This sets us up nicely for a Diamond Golem, not next turn, but the turn after next. Okay, this is worth using some resources on, I think. We'll lure this guy back here. We're going to swing, and just to deny him, we're going to put the Metallurgist here, so he can't have the spring. Alright, we can Diamond Golem this turn. He's established a little bit of board. This Furiosa kind of concerns me, because he's going to have really big beefy Wraithlings if I'm not careful. So I think that, unfortunately, we're going to have to delay the Golem plan a little bit. which is worth it. The things I'd like to do I can't do because the pulverizer is here. I think we'll just put the Wings of Paradise here. And maybe just back up. Well, yeah, we'll back up a little bit. And I'm glad I did, because I just drew Chakram. So we can just build up a big board over here. Or try to. Lure. That's a curious thing to waste a lure on. Oh, that's not a curious thing to waste a lure on. Oh, God. that is brutal. That is a good play. Wow, clear my whole field for the cost of 2 cards. That's not bad. His position is not exactly overwhelming right now, but it's really good. Alright, we're going to swing on the pulverizer. Do I want to cast the Diamond Golem, or do I want to try to establish a little bit of board with the Shadow Spawns? I think we want the Golem. I'll just have to kind of sacrifice my BBS this turn. Alright, he's got just Wraithlings on the board. We want to save the Chakram for, you know, later when we can have a nice big turn. This hand sucks. I'm very much regretting getting rid of Pado. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to swing. We're going to make Wraithlings. Obviously we have nothing to use the Shroud on, really. So we'll pop the Koi on here. Wow, we are really hurting. I think I've probably lost this. Maybe not. Clear out this Wraithling. He can do 3 damage to me unless he has some kind of buff. Really cutting it close here. Oh, that's it. We can concede. He got the Shadow Dancer. Well, 5 wins, 2 losses. We're not doing terribly. 7 wins is what I like to consider the benchmark for whether a run is successful or not, because that's when you get another Gauntlet ticket, so you can enter the Gauntlet again for free. Past that, it's just better rewards or whatever. But that's kind of the halfway point, I guess, or a little above it, since the maximum number of wins is 12. I'd say that this deck's weakness is definitely the late game. unless I get one of my very, very few win cons, like Furochakram, Pado, I guess that's pretty much it, Diamond Golem, kinda. That's the reason this deck is not winning as much as it could. You know, every game I've had has, every game I've lost, I think, has gone to the end game and then just sort of fizzled out. I was just praising the queue times a minute ago, and now it's gotta betray me here. Jeez, we may have to cut this short if this keeps going. What is going on here? Uh, perhaps the game is dead. Alright, I'm giving it until 5 or 6 minutes and then I think we'll call it a day. I don't think anybody wants to watch me sitting in queue for... Well, you know, actually, I guess there are there are a few streamers for this game, and I suppose surely they have to experience the same thing. You know, Hasuku streams every day, I think. I'm sure he runs into long queue times on occasion. Okay, there we go. I feel like we already played against this dude. And I seem to recall he didn't have much in the way of provoke. So we'll get rid of the provoke killer. We're on the left side, so this isn't the greatest hand. Sure, we could cast Maul, but it's a bit of a waste. 2-2 with an upside that doesn't get used. So I think we'll replace out Necrotic Sphere. And we get nothing. So here's the question. Do we cast the Maul so we can contest the Mana Spring? Or do we wait? I think we wait. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Let's replace out the Crown Golem. We'll cast Koi here to steal his Spring. And the real question is, do we want to cast Wings of Paradise, or do we want to cast Illusionist? Actually, we want to cast Maw. What am I thinking? We can take out the Avatar right then and there. Very good. Well, this Minos could get out of control pretty quickly. But I don't really have a way I can kill it right now. I could try replacing out, but I think what we're going to do instead is we're going to abandon the springs. We're going to cast Illusionist. We're going to use the BBS, and we're going to just start this engine going. Hopefully we can get some value out of that before he just Phoenix fires my Illusionist or whatever. There he goes. I knew he was going to buff this thing like crazy. This is okay, though. We can... that's... ouch. That's harsh. Clears my field. We can still kill him with Shadow Reflection. Let's replace out the wings. Okay, let's try to get the most value out of this turn that we can. We're going to Wraithling Swarm. Taking the Mana Spring and getting an Illusionist. Or an illusion from the Illusionist. Now, if I wanted to, I could Inkhorn Gaze this dude and then swing with both of my dudes. I don't want to eat the 8 damage on my general. I think we're going to use Shadow Reflection. And we're going to swing. Hopefully he doesn't have another Ghost Lightning. That's some beef. If only I had Furo Chakram, that would be a really good thing to have right now with this field. Well, let's open up with Inkling Surge, since we do have a Wraithling on the board. Don't really need the Shroud right now. Right, this is not terrible. Put out the Wings of Paradise. I'm going to use my BBS. And I guess we'll put out the Crawler. And I'm going to swing with everything because I suspect that he can clear my field whenever he feels like it. People like to take Ghost Lightnings. I'd like to keep all this crap on the field, but, you know, what are you going to do? With all that stuff on the field, if it's stuck, and then I got Chakram next turn or whatever, you know, you could just win, but can't count on that. However, next turn we can drop a Pado and cause a little bit of chaos. Miss Dragon Seal. Oh, I know what he's going to do. I bet he's going to Killing Edge this thing for a tremendous amount of damage. Yep, there it is. He's dumping hand on this. I'm going to be able to get rid of it with the Sphere. Wow. Wow. That is damage. Does he have lethal? He doesn't have lethal. Oh my god. Alrighty then. Get rid of Inkhorn Gaze. Obviously, we're going to use Necrotic Sphere. No question about that. He probably has lethal next turn. It just takes a Phoenix Fire, really. I could have gone for a draw. I could have swung with my general and gone for the draw. But I'm too greedy for that usually. Let's see if he's got lethal. Nope. GG. I get this super long queue to deal with again. Okay. Dropping Pado, pretty expensive. Fizzling Mystic, I think we're gonna keep in case he's got ranged. This is an okay first turn. Hopefully we can actually use them all on something. He immediately cast Pyromancer, but that's okay because we drew into the answer. Let's replace out Maw. I don't think we'll need it. Oh, this is good. We can rob him here. Have a very strong first turn. Look at this. I probably should have placed that here so he can't go for the spring. Got a pretty strong advantage to start out with, I guess. I think I might replace out this Mystic since we have some good removal. And I'm glad that I did. Because now we've got 10 damage just waiting to be dealt with him. Or 10 damage waiting to be dealt to him, rather. Nope, he's going to take it off the table. That's okay, though. Let's replace out this Metallurgist. I guess we'll put the Mantella on the board. Okay, this is okay. We'll swing on this thing, take it out, and we'll keep him surrounded. This Deathblighter is a good find. Will kind of help us to keep him covered in guys. Oh no. Sunset Paragon. That's a pretty good answer. Take that out. I'm going to get rid of the Deathblighter, actually. We're going to cast Wings of Paradise. We're going to cast this Gloom Chaser. Really just trying to keep him surrounded. Although I would like to have a nice beefy summon. Unfortunately, he keeps getting these dudes, which are really quite good for clearing something off the board. Got no value out of my my bird there, Wings of Paradise. Right, we're gonna get rid of the demonic lure. Swing with the Wraithling, use Maw. Swing with the Wraithling, use my General. And we'll just pass turn, I guess. Oh, this is good. We just drew our win con, and we have a nice field, so unless he clears it out, he's about to take a tremendous amount of damage. Sort of odd that he would voluntarily move up like that. Tethermancer. Okay. Little does he know. The dispel effect of this does not affect the chakra ability. We'll go ahead and swing with these guys, get the damage in. I'm going to actually keep DT, because as long as we can keep the board relatively under control, I can just kill him with my BBS and the Fura Chakram combo. That's, wow. That's a funny use for removal. Just a Gloom Chaser. Makes sense, though, to be honest. Alright. Alright, this is okay. We'll DT this. We'll Inkling Surge and get a card out of it. Inkhorn Gaze is not bad. We'll save that. We'll use the BBS, and we'll back off a little bit. 2 Inkhorn Gazes, alright. Passable removal, even in the mid-game or the late game. 4 damage is not bad. It's really hard to deal with Fura Chakram. I mean, the card is just arguably broken, you know, in Gauntlet at least. Really, really good stuff. Sinister Silhouette. We can actually kill that if we get to swinging on the General. Frenzy will let us attack it even though it can't be attacked. However, I think I'd rather Inkhorn Gaze it to death and get myself a Battle Pet. Maybe. Let's see. 5th Canopic. And Iron Shroud. Well, I can't cast my BBS while this is on the field, so got a new plan. Interesting. We're going to swing with this Wraithling. Yeah. Then we're going to move forward with all these guys. I think we're going to actually, well, do I want to replace out the Inkhorn Gaze, or do I want to go ahead and use it on the Dervish? Because I know we're going to use at least one on this 5th Canopic. I could use another one on the Dervish, or I could replace it out. In any event, I can swing and decide based on what I get from that. Oh, Oni, that's pretty good. I definitely want to get rid of this then, because I don't want him to be able to deal with the force field. Fog, that's pretty excellent. Card advantage is the name of the game now. Ooh, and we got the Diamond Golem. It's a nice big hunk of beef there. Storm Metal Golem. I think in the future I probably won't do marathons like this. I'll try to keep this to an hour like I do with my dungeon crawl videos. Just kind of felt like doing this today. Good. This guy acted first. That's what I wanted. And we got an Oni out of it. GG. Well, we got our 7 wins. Can get up to 12. And we have 2 losses already. I guess we can go ahead and play this out. Hey, it's this guy again. If I beat him again, that means I've ruined his whole gauntlet, so that feels bad. But that's, I guess, kind of the way the cookie crumbles when you've got a game that has almost no players. Alright, we'll just do this. Mogwai. Well, we don't really want him to get any advantage. Any card advantage. So I think we're going to have to lure this dude and attack him. And next turn, if he doesn't take the spring tile, we're going to have a diamond golem out real early. Well, if he doesn't take the spring tile and he doesn't kill my metallurgist. Riftwalker. Yeah, he's going to take the metallurgist. Alright. Well, in that case, I almost want to get rid of the diamond. I'm going to get rid of the Fizzling Mystic, actually, and that turns out to be a mistake. Whoops. Normally I would tank with my general, but we got more stuff coming out onto the board. We'll try to play it this way. I'm going to see about trying to get the Diamond Golem out next turn. We just have to keep him from stopping me from getting to this spring. Alright, this isn't terrible. This is sort of going according to plan. Get the golem out. Songhai has a really hard time dealing with big toughness monsters. They really only have the spell that turns things into pandos. Otherwise, they have to chew through all of that beef, which is kind of a tall order when you got 11 hit points to deal with. I think we're going to have to Shadow Reflect. Let's trade out Ephemeral Shroud. Oh, wow, actually. Wow. We could wait and use it on the Bone Reaper. Maybe. Maybe. I don't... No, I don't think so. I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Get at least 10 damage out of this. Now, as for you... I could run away and start establishing a lot of board presence with Illusionist. But I don't think he's going to swing on me with these Dancing Blades. I think he's going to have to take out the Golem with it, probably. So I'm going to do the crazy tactic of throwing this right here. Oh, I screwed up a little bit. I thought I had one more mana. Whoops. That's okay, though. That's okay, though, because that prevents him from doing 4 damage to the Golem. So he's going to have to take this out all on his own, or block it with creatures. Oh, no, he's going for face. Okay, he's got... Is he going for my general? No. I bet he's got a bunch of killing blows in his inventory, in his hand. That's the only thing I can think of that would explain him not going for the Illusionist. 5 in hand. Yeah, he's got a crazy attack coming. I'm not risking it. And in fact, I can get a ton of Illusionists out of this anyway, so let's Inkhorn this guy to death. You pretty much should always assume that your Songhai opponent has a bunch of killing edges in his hand, because they all take it above basically anything. This is good. Okay, this is... I hate to see this when it hits the board, because he makes my general move and attack automatically. My general becomes a battle pet. Now, thankfully, he didn't start well, she didn't start wandering off to the bottom left, which was equally likely. Seems like I'm heading towards his general now. Let's get rid of the Future Shaker. Dancing Blades is not really the play here. We're going to throw a Bone Reaper here, and now he is totally surrounded. But considering I haven't seen him use Ghost Lightning yet, I'm going to swing, and we're going to pop Fog. We may easily lose, you know, all of this stuff, except for the Illusionist and the Bone Reaper. If he has Ghost Lightning in his hand, that would be a really good answer to what's going on here. Oh, does he have another Mist Dragon? Oh, this is outrageous. I bet you he has another Mist Dragon, and I'm dead for sure if he does. That's it. Yep, he moves it. I thought it would be pretty unlikely, I guess. But he Mist Dragoned it over there, and then he Mist Dragoned it again. That is the luckiest. Wow. I knew his hand was filled with buffs, but I didn't think he had 2 Mist Dragons and 2 Killing Edges. That's what you call the OTK, the one turn kill. I suppose I could have surrounded my general with my own dudes to stop that from happening. And I should have done that. I could have anticipated that happening. That was a good play. All right. Well, that'll conclude the stream. Let's take a look at the rewards you get. Like I said, you get a Gauntlet ticket, so you get to go for free instead of spending 150 gold. Got a bunch of gold as well, and a Spirit Orb. Not bad. We'll see what's in the orb, I guess. Oh, hey, cool. Wow, 2 Mithron orbs for watching Twitch streams. That's neat. Okay. See if we get any legendaries. Looks like not really. I'm still trying to build Fault Xerix for Constructed, which requires quite a lot of spirit. Oh well. That was a pretty fun draft. I think we built a pretty decent deck. Not the best one I've ever built, but pretty good. Whenever you go for 7, it's a good sign. I'm going to stop here. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and the Gauntlet. Until next time, I am signing out. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Now you may not know this, but Bitcoin is a great passion of mine. If you want to help me out, and help yourself out in the process, take a look at rosecrypto.com to learn about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. If you buy some Bitcoin using my referral links, you'll get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin for free. And if you sign up for Binance using my links, I can teach you all about trading altcoins as well. Either way, please like and subscribe to help this channel grow. And if you really want to go the extra mile, take a look at my Patreon below. Thanks for watching and have a great day.